Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Another episode this morning, back on my M50B30 stroker. Done a little bit on it a couple of weeks ago when I took off the exhaust, took off the cats because they were blocked. So I'm going to make up an exhaust for it this morning, get it all checked over, then ready for MOT. For anybody who's been watching, I haven't done anything more on the cage as of yet. I'll get back onto that next week. As I said before, the car's outside, and on the weekends the weather hasn't been great, so I haven't had a chance to do anything on it. So yeah, hopefully back on that next week. If you watched the last video, you see Chris's exhaust is all done, and that's going off for mapping soon. So hopefully we'll have some brake horsepower figures on that for you. But yeah, so just really this morning, just a mess about with the stroker, get the exhaust back on, get that welded up, give the car a quick check over. Also, it was running really bad. I took out the coil packs a couple of days ago, and all the spark plugs were full of water. So there's obviously been water getting in on the engine somewhere where it's been parked up over the last year. So that's probably why I had a bad misfire. Cleaned them all off, dried them all out, and they all seem fine now. So I'll check it again now once I bring it inside and look at doing the exhaust. Also, for anybody who has subscribed so far, or liked the videos, commented and shared, thank you very much. Obviously, if you are watching, just make sure you click the subscribe button, the notification bell, and comment on the videos. Everything helps. Yeah, so probably only a short episode today, just doing bits and pieces, but enjoy. So here she is, back on the ramp. Don't think it's been on the ramp for probably about a year. It's been parked outside. So I'll get up in the air now and have a look at the exhaust and get that made. Right, so this is a pain in the arse. Back jacking points are crusty, really crusty. Before I bought this car, all of this was patched up, same as the fronts, both rears. So when I had to take the subframe off, I had to cut the patches out, so whoever patched them up basically patched straight over the bottom, which they shouldn't do. And now that's from inside. This is rusty. It's rusty along there. Same on this side. Probably worse on this side, along there anyway. So all of this was gone originally, all under here. Jacking points. Previous video I welded all them. Same as the other side on the front. So that's not something I wanted to have to do. But I'll get them welded up as well, because that won't pass MOT. Might do that now instead of the exhaust. I'll decide in a minute. As you can see where it's being patched all the way across and down. Basically being patched, so nothing's been cut out. It's just being welded straight over the rust. Absolute decades. Cut it all out now and I'll sort it out. So as you can see, a lot of rust. It's not that I didn't know there was rust on it. When I bought it, as I said, it was all patched up. It was only cheap. Never thought I'd have to repair it. Alright, patch it up now. Be alright for MOT. Right, so I haven't really filmed any of this. Once I get busy, I forget to take the camera out. but you basically had to rebuild the jacking point and rebuild the area where the subframe mounts to. Basically completely rusted along the back edge. Still need to obviously cut them bits out. But yeah, completely rusted along the back edge. So I've had to weld in a piece of plate along here, and then obviously this piece here to support with the subframe bolts, because that was completely gone. The other side, I'll probably have to do the same there, because once I unbolt that, whatever shitty metal is left will fall off. You can see how bad that side is there as well. It's coming away from the car. Yeah, so as I said, I've got a jacking point in there now again, so I can put the ramp back under it and drop it back onto the floor. I won't be able to finish it off because I haven't got any 1mm steel sheet, so I'll get some of that in the week and finish that off. Yeah, so I can't really do any more on the compact this week, no more welding anyway. I need to order some steel sheet, 1mm sheet. I'll order that in the week so I can finish off making the sills. So I'll probably do that next Saturday, do the driver's side as well. I still need to put the exhaust on once again. I'm not going to bother starting that today now. It's a few hours working that, so I haven't got time. It's on the shelf waiting. I just basically need to weld in some pipe where the catch used to be. What else is left on it? Output shaft on the gearbox. I have to swap that. Get that swapped because, as I said, I've elongated the holes on the one that's currently on the car because I mustn't have tightened my prop shaft or whatever. And then I think it's ready for MOT. Just give it a quick wash and give it a clean on the inside, and just check everything works, indicators, lights, all that, and I can hopefully get it MOT then within the next couple of weeks, get it on the road and test it. Yeah, so that's the plan for it. So yeah, I'll come back to this next week. I've got to do a power steering line on my E46. My power steering line broke during the week, so I lost power steering. I got a new power steering line, I think Thursday, fitted that, and this morning I came around the roundabout and just felt like I lost all power steering. When I pulled up outside the unit, the bolt is just undone from my power steering pump, so I'm pretty sure I tightened it, so I hope I haven't pulled the threads. Couldn't be arsed looking at it this morning, it was too early and it was raining, so now that I'm not doing anything on this anymore on this compact, I'll have a quick look at that power steering line on my E46 and see what the problem is with that. So. Right, so I lost the power steering this morning. As you can see, that's just threaded itself out. I changed this pipe a couple of days ago. I'm nearly 100% sure I tightened it fully, because I remember thinking I was going to snap it if I tightened it anymore. So I hope it's not pulled the threads. The threads look fine on it. So I'll get it back in, tighten it up, and fill it back up, see what it does. Yeah, so it's back in and tightened it as much as I could. It did feel a bit weird once it got to the end, so I'm not sure if it has pulled some threads from last time. I need to get some power steering fluid. I'll stick some power steering fluid in it now, and should be alright. leaving down some Thrift Blue. Alright, that's it for this week's episode. Nothing went to plan. Nothing ever really goes to plan. Yeah, so just fixed the power steering on my E46. I'm hoping the threads are good and we can rattle this way back out. It feels nice and tight, so I think it's alright. Power steering works again. As you can see, it's raining outside, so I'll have a few skids on the way home. That is ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you can even hear me, but hopefully next episode we'll be doing a bit on Heats V8. We've got the loom, so hopefully we can get that sorted. Next weekend I'll finish off the jacking points on my compact. Chris's car is ready to be picked up, so that's going tomorrow, and yeah, so back on the cage hopefully within the next week or two as well, all weather dependent. So yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all them things, and see you next time.